All right, we're all loaded. Hey folks, Michael McGie here. Today is the big day, the big weekend actually. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have church retreat every year, and we have a nice lake out there in the boonies. We're going to put this canoe in, and we're going to try to catch some catfish. So Caleb and I are going to be riding in this truck. The rest of the family's going to ride in the van. We're all going to meet up there. But when it comes to catfishing, at this particular spot, in this particular canoe, it's Caleb and Dad. So let's go get with it. All right, folks, we made it. Let's shove off. Oh, wait for me. And we're off. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Been wanting to come here for how long, Caleb? 1 year. 1 year. We come here every year, don't we? Yes, sir. People are going to say, where is it? It's a secret, ain't it? We go in the spring, we'll tell you we're at Del Hollow Lake. But this time, this is a secret. Highly, highly secretive and remote. Caleb spotted this bluegill floating here, and we're trying to figure out if it's dead or alive. It is dead, buddy. I don't think it's got no life in. But if it's not stinky, we could use it for bait. We could use it for cut bait. Let's try to get it.
Oh, man.
You missed it? Is it coming my way?
I think it's going
Under
under the boat.
the boat? Where is it? How could it go under the boat? That's funny. It must be. Okay, there it is. Boy, it smells fresh. Wow, it smells fresh. It's pale in color. It looks like it got something wrong with it. It's got a round, I believe it might have a growth right here. It's on both sides. There's a bump right there and right there. Might be cancer, I don't know. Who knows what fish get these days. Anyway, we can cut it up and use it for bait. All right. If I understand right, there are wild Indians all in these woods around here. So we've got to act quick. We've got to get this line set, and we got to get it baited. And we got to get out of here before the wild Indians find out we're here and they decide to scalp us. So pardon me if I work a little bit fast right now, but I'm a little concerned. All right. How about rolling around? I put the good old Native American slip knot on it. Now we're going to slowly go across and set this line. Maybe that wind will start blowing again here in a minute. Helping us out. But here goes the first hook in. We are rolling now. All right. When we get to the other side, we'll turn this camera back on and show you what it looks like from over there. All right, we got it stretched across. It's a little tighter than I like, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take one of these fresh rocks from the edge of the lake, and I'm just gonna tie this on like this. I keep thinking I hear wild Indians coming. It's very dangerous out here. This is very remote, very dangerous. We have to be so careful, on the lookout at all times for danger. I didn't bring my bow and arrow, so I'm not really prepared for conflict. Okay, that won't slide. We're good. All right, we're gonna try this. I've never tried this stuff before, ever. On camera, off camera, I've never tried this stuff. It's gonna be interesting to see how it works. Somehow they make them where they're tough. They're not so brittle. They smell kind of fishy. They've just been salt cured, I believe. I'm gonna put that through there and through there. They're just like the ones we caught in the lake, except they're salted. We'll try it out. $9 for two of them, two bags of them. Got a bag of red ones and a bag of plain ones. We'll see how it goes. All right, this is the last one of those shad. I'm gonna save the red ones for tomorrow. And the rest of this line I'm going to fill with a toad frog and this bluegill. Bluegill is the one we found when we first got here. We hadn't been here a minute when we found it. I'm just gonna take my hook and hook it right here into my canoe. And I'm going to cut me some bait. I can't tell if that's cancer or not. It's kind of a bloody looking mess. Should be just what some old catfish would want to eat. Put this big chunk on. Let it rip. All right. In the morning we will find out if we caught anything. I'm hoping we did. I don't need this water now. It's just weighing me down. I'm gonna put my trash in it. And we're ready to go. We're going to the house. We're gonna go, actually not to a house, we're gonna stay in a cabin for the next Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. So that means you're gonna get a pretty good chance to see us in fishing action. See you in the morning. All right, we made it out here this morning, and as you can see, it's colder this morning. I got 3 shirts on. I was still shivering for a while. But I'm gonna start paddling a little bit here and get warmed up. All right, folks, we made it to our line. I'm gonna dip in here and get it. If I can find it. Hopefully a big catfish didn't break it off, huh? Oh, I feel the line. I feel a fish pulling it, I believe. Maybe. I gotta get a little closer so I can get a hold of it. There we go. Now I got it. Alright, I can't tell the fish. Yeah, we got fish on here. Oh. Okay, the first 2 hooks were baited with toad frog that Caleb caught. And we have fish right here where the toad frog. We had the toad frog. Oh, it's a big one. Just like the it's just like the big one we caught on the toad frog 2 years ago. Oh my goodness. I brought pliers for this very reason. The toad frog is still on here, to Caleb. Look at that. We might catch another big one on him.
Yeah.
Oh my. Caleb. Look at that. Look at that. That is a fine fish. Ow. Boy, they're strong. All right. He wants to go underneath me, so I'm just gonna let him go. And we're gonna keep it going. All right, the other toad frog don't have anything on it. There's the big bluegill pieces. Nothing on them. There's the big bluegill head. got something right here, I think I feel something. Yeah, oh man, I think it's a big one. He's swimming like a heavy one. Oh my, he's a big one, he's a big one. Caleb. This one might weigh 10 pounds. I'm gonna hook this right here. Look at that. Look at that big fish. Oh my God. Can't hold him, he's too strong, too powerful. Oh no. I about lost the line and I about tipped the canoe. Either one of them would have been bad. Tipping the canoe would have been much worse. I kind of feel like we'll have more because we haven't even got to the bank yet, and the bank is usually the best. But we're about to see because we're there now. And we got about 3 hooks left on here. We're about to get to the big rock that I tied on. I think that's what I'm feeling. I don't think I feel a fish. No, it's the rock. Okay. There's still a lot of bait on this line, so it's possible when we come back this evening to rebait, we could have more fish. But for now, I'm not worried about that. We got 2 monsters we're going to take back to camp and we're going to clean them up. So let's go because breakfast is awaiting. I gotta drag this back in. There we go. Now, all right, we made it back and we've got the fish. We've already got most of them cleaned. I did a video for Gab about the difference between bleeding the fish and not bleeding the fish, and I can't really put a video like that on YouTube because they hate blood with a passion, but I'll show you the one that I did bleed. And the way to bleed them is to cut the gills. I cut the gills, put it in water head first, let that blood come out. Then when you go ahead and take care of your fish and fillet it out, you don't have blood running everywhere. The bloody mess that was running was unbelievable with the one that we didn't bleed. So anywho, these big old catfish have a lot of blood in them, and if you don't bleed them out, you're gonna have a table full of blood. And the fillet actually is full of blood, which you can soak it in salt water, get that out, but it's so easy. Just cut the gills and drain that blood out. Takes no time at all. On all of my fish skinning videos, whenever we're trot lining, if I'm going to be filleting it for YouTube, I always bleed the fish out. It's just like bleeding a hog. You just cut it and let it do its thing. All right, look at that, beautiful. Victorinox 6-inch boning knife. You can drop down in the descriptions of this video and get one for your very own. They are worth the money, let me tell you. All right, when you fillet a fish, just hug that spine as close as you can. Come up through there like that right there. Nice, even strokes. when you get over them rib cage, it's not the easiest in the world, but just run that knife along there like that. Before you know it, you'll be done. Now I'm on the easy part. Now this is getting into the belly meat. Just kind of around like that. This dude had an injury. Interesting. All right, there's the fillet. Really nice looking fillet, beautiful. And we're gonna take the head meat and the belly meat off this fish. Next thing you're gonna see is Caleb and me out on the lake trying to get some more. See you in a minute. All right, we are trying to catch some bait fish. As you know, these videos are just basically a compilation of highlights. So let's keep on rolling highlights out one after the next. All right, we made it back. It is another absolutely gorgeous morning. This is the next day. It's chilly again. And I've got my line on my paddle, bringing it to me. Here we go. I don't feel anything pulling initially, but let's hope there's something on here. We still got our toad frog from yesterday. We caught the big one on this yesterday. And we're just gonna take off down through here, checking these lines. Once we get done checking, if we don't have anything, we're probably gonna switch all the baits out. I brought some new bait. And Caleb helped me catch another toad last night. So we're in good shape. I'm going to head down through here real quick and check these lines first and foremost, because that's what we really want to see. Look at that beautiful sky over there. Anyway, trot lining with a canoe is a whole different ball game from a boat. A whole different ball game. There's a whole piece of that bluegill. We did not get a single fish this morning, so that's kind of sad. I've got this, another bag of the shad. These here are kind of dyed red. And I've got a toad frog that I wanna use. So a couple years ago we did real good on a toad right here against the bank, so I'm gonna put a toad on here. Now let's check out this shad. This has been on here 2 days. It doesn't smell bad. There's nothing really wrong with this bait. That is quite the review for the Killer Bee Bait Company. Somehow they brine these things and they really don't go bad. There's really no reason for me to change this bait other than we didn't catch anything. I want to change the bait. So basically, it's quite salty. I'm thinking I can do this with my baits when I get when I do some trot lining next year. A lot of times in hot weather our baits go bad fairly quickly, and this here is opening my eyes. You know I already salt cure meat. I've got some good curing salt that I can use and make these baits last so much longer. I mean, this here has been on this hook for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is the 3rd day. It don't smell bad at all. And it's still good on the hook. And you might think, McGee, why in the world are you rebaiting then? Well, it's like this. This is basically our last trot lining of the year. We don't trot line anymore after this. This all switches over to hunting. So I want to use this bait to see if it works. That's all there is to it. The red, it's got an injured look. We're gonna try it out and see if it works. That's all I know to do. So I'm gonna finish baiting this line. I'm gonna head to camp and get me some breakfast. I don't know about everybody else. And I can tell you it's gonna be good because the people at our church know how to cook unreal. And here we go, heading back to the camp. What a beautiful, beautiful day it is indeed. My, 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 my. Feels like a monster. Did he get away? No. He might have got off. No, he didn't get away. He's right there. He's big. We got a catfish. Look at that. Beauty. All right, we got this line baited. We got one more night to go on this trip. The morning time seems to be the best, although we just caught one in the middle of the day and we didn't get one last night at all. It's fishing, you just don't ever know. See you in the morning. All right, folks, this is the next day and the last day. If we get something, it's gonna be now. I hate to sound pessimistic, but it's now or never. I've got the line. Let's do this. Now or never, boys. Now or never. That line is empty. That hook still got bait. I'm gonna take the bait off on the way across. I think I'm gonna keep this bait. This bait don't go bad. This bait does not go bad. It's unbelievable. For those of you that know I'm into charcuterie and salting meat, I'm very impressed. This here, I've had this in the lake on the hook since Thursday. Today's Sunday morning. It's unbelievable. I will be doing this. You can count on that. I will be salting some shad. I just can't believe what a difference that made. I might even salt some bluegill. That's what we usually use for trotline bait. This one got chewed on a little bit. So far I don't feel any fish, Caleb. That ain't a good sign at all. Here's a rotten fish. This will show you what unsalted will do. It stinks. If you have any questions about how to make trot lines or anything like that, we've got how to make videos. We made this trot line that I'm using right now on a video. You could just look up our fishing playlist or just go through the channel. You'll find plenty of trot line videos. We've got lots of them. Because that's what we do. That's what we love. We like catching catfish. Usually we don't do it in a canoe. We do it in a canoe once a year, and this is that time. This is our third video to make here on this lake, doing this exact trip. It's our second best year. Last year was our worst. The first year was our best. But all in all, we have had a great trip this year. Even if we don't catch a fish today on this line, it has been a good, wonderful time with the boys. Caleb has been awesome the whole time. He's been running the camera the whole time. He's running the camera now. Caleb, do you have anything you'd like to say to him from behind the camera? Have you had a good time?
Yeah.
You have? Well, I'll tell you one thing. You have done awesome. It don't look like we're going to have a fish on here. Still could, but it don't look like we're going to, so I'm going to wind this back up. I got to cut the rock off that I put on it. I put the rock on to hold it down deep. And there's a toad frog. One hook left and I don't feel nothing pulling. There's a toad frog. And that's it, no fish. Here's the rock. I'm going to get my knife. Oop. There it went. All right, here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna just do that, then we're gonna just start wrapping. This is how we do it. When you come to a hook, if you use the styrofoam block, you just hook it right in like this. And then just keep going. And speed is of the essence because you don't want your hooks to start getting tangled up in the underwater trees and debris and brush. You don't want that. So I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. And when we get done, when we get to the other side, I'll see you then. All right, folks. There's what it looks like when we get it all wrapped up and ready to go. Just gonna drop it in the bucket. I'm telling you, we have a absolutely gorgeous sky this morning. I'm gonna paddle around. I'm gonna paddle around where you can see it. Ain't it beautiful? Well, that's our trip. 2022 canoe, trotline. We got 3 catfish. All 3 of them were 5 pounds, 6 ounces or better. The biggest one was 10.6. So that's why we bring scales, because we want to know and not be saying, oh, it was probably around 15 pounds. Anyway, that's the way we roll. We love sharing these videos with you. Caleb and I have had a blast out here, but that's it for this trip. We're done. We're heading back to the homestead. We got some more great videos coming your way. So be sure to watch for them. But until then, we hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.